Yeah, basically, I wanted to shoot a quick video, not something about marketing. I actually wanted to talk about commitment, and one of my rules, and one of my other rules, I have a bunch of rules that I put in my document. I talked about it in the previous video, but it's basically I have this document folder on my computer, and it's called Max's Laws, and it's a bunch of rules that I put in that document. Um, that basically those are rules that I think will help make my life much better if I follow them. And one of these rules, another of these rules, in the previous video I talked about a rule which was crash big, and then in this video I want to talk about a rule that it's not. I don't have such a concise wording for it, but it's basically the idea that the commitment itself is actually more important than the actual kind of decision you're committing on. So for example, committing to one city to live in for the next 5-10 years, well, the commitment actually matters a lot more than the actual city you're gonna select. So basically, the way I explain this is basically by giving a point system. So let's say that cities range from, on average, from a quality of 0 to 2. Okay, so the best city in the world for you and your specific needs is worth a 2, and the worst city is worth a 0. Okay, so if you're pretty smart, most of the choices you're gonna line up are probably gonna be between 1 and 2. They're gonna be kind of good to pretty fucking awesome. Probably the best for you. But here's the thing: commitment, in my opinion, has a value that goes from 0 to maybe 20. And by 0, that would be a no commitment. It would be basically you're just there and you're just wandering there and you don't know if 3 months you're gonna still be there. And then the 20 commitment will be I am absolutely so committed to this city that I'm gonna be here in 30 years from now, and I may even run for mayor. So that would be an absolute long-term commitment, right? And the reason I put these two scores is that in terms of your decision, you should actually, I think, the value of a decision that involves a commitment, you should multiply these two. So let's say that you have, an idea of you want to live in this great city, right? And you're thinking holy shit, this must be a 2, right? So you got a 2 city, that's the perfect city for you. But then you're not committed to it, you're not committed long term. And I'm not saying you gotta stay there all year, but you gotta commit to it in terms of building a social circle, building, finding a nice woman or partner there if you're a woman, building your business network, building your routines, your health, finding a great place to live in, and all that good stuff that comes from a long time after investing a long time in a city. So basically you're not committed to that at all because you're thinking I'm going to leave in 2-3 months, so why commit anything? So let's say that city is worth 2 and then your commitment is worth 2. What's 2 times 2? It's 4, right? So you got to score a 4 on your decision. Whereas if you take a city that's a 1.5, or let's say a 1, but you're so committed that you're saying I'm going to be here in 10 years from now, right? So I want to commit 10 years of my life to this city, making it a nice place for me to live in. And 10 multiplied by 1 is still fucking 10, And the reason I think it's much better is because by being committed to it, you will actually spend the time and the effort to make your life fucking awesome in that city. You will develop a great social circle, and you will develop a better health, and you will find a better girl and partner because you're just gonna be there, man. Whatever I do here is gonna be so much more worth it because I'm gonna be here to enjoy it for 10 years, And so I seem very certain about that, but I'm actually not that. It's a part in my life I do want to improve a lot. Commitment and choosing a home, and that's just one part, of one way to look at it. Another way might be I'm gonna commit to a business mission in my life. I'm gonna say I'm gonna solve this giant problem, and I'm gonna commit to that, and any business I start in life will be around that. Or I'm gonna commit to find this kind of partner in my life. or I'm gonna commit to this kinds of friends. You know, the value of commitment goes to like a lot of things. But I did want to make this video because if that's like where you're at in life and it resonates with you, I did want to share that with you, and I do encourage you to commit. And that doesn't mean you don't have freedom anymore, you know? You can like live somewhere and travel 6 months out of the year, but you're committed to this place and you're going back to it. So I feel that's something I want more in my life, and I really wish that for more people. So I just feel like being in my nice, you know, being at home now. You know, it's fucking cold, but look at this, you know? Like that's kind of home for me. So I really want to share that with you guys. So all right, peace out.